नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Nityanandam, I welcome all of you for this live broadcast of Akashic Readings, a revelation of the cosmic archives of whatever has happened, happening, and yet to happen. The revelation of these cosmic records happening here, being revealed through the bodies of the Balasans of Nityananda Gurukul. So, right now, I'm sitting here on the stage where the Akashic readings, both live sessions and online sessions. Like people come here physically to get it read, and people come via like or Zoom or different things on and have their online sessions done. So I'm sitting there and talking to all of you. So I welcome all of you for this live broadcast. Now, if you have any questions regarding the different Shaktis, manifestation of different powers, you can ask me, you can post it in the comments, and I can answer it to you live. It may be about anything, how these Shaktis are possible. Yesterday I saw in the comments there were so many different things. Like after the live session was ended. So if you have anything like any questions and you're able to see only the recorded video, you every day I'll be coming live so that around this time. So you can directly post it in the comments. I can answer it to you live. We have a question from Mano Shakti. Nityanandam, from what source will I receive the money in order to attend IA February? You're most welcome to attend this February IA. About the money source, it's best to ask in the Akashic readings because they'll be able to tell you clearly, even including the person's name and the time when you will be able to get it, or how is the money going to manifest for you. Uh, for Sadashivoham, so many such miracles happened. People didn't even know like, the Balasans don't even know so many names, but it just they were able to tell it clearly from person of this height, like the dimensions they described, the features, everything, and told that this person's name starts with these letters and has this word in that name, and from where are they from, everything end to end. The Balasant in the during the Akashic reading time, they were able to reveal so much. So that is a huge possibility. That's a power actually through the Akashic readings, the kids being able to do that. So if you have all these questions, you can surely ask in the Akashic readings. I'll be sharing the link with you so that you all can register in the link, or you can like our page Nityananda Gurukul, and in that just scroll down, you'll be able to see it. The link is there available in our page itself. Dinesh Vamadeva Shivam is asking, I want blessings for my marriage. Yes, sir, yes, surely you can get the blessings. Even the blessings also, you can get it in the Akashic readings itself. Kalabera himself will be able to bless you, and you can get anything that you want, any blessing that you want, or even any clarity that you want. When should your marriage happen, or what will happen to you, or why any question that you have about yourself and your past or your future or your present, even the blessings for your future, you can ask it in the Akashic readings, and they'll be able to tell you. Yesterday, you also saw a few comments where people were asking about what kind of powers they can manifest, or will they also be able to manifest powers? And the answer to the question is yes. All of us will be able to manifest powers. All the powers are possible. See, so whatever Swamiji is gifting us now are the powers that Sadashiva himself has described in the Agamas, the 460 powers that we'll be able to manifest through this human body. So it is possible to manifest all those powers through all of us. Mano Shakti, we are having a question from Mano Shakti. It seems like I have been manifesting some powers, but I know that if I get initiated from Swamiji, my powers will be great. Yes. See, even through a lot of spiritual sadhana, spiritual practices, you will be able to manifest something called as siddhis. They may manifest to you when you're in the path of enlightenment. But when you just get established in that space of enlightenment, and it is just manifestation of that, you will be able to have that permanently in you, which is called as the Shaktis. Okay, yes, I'll speak a little slowly. Is this speed okay? Okay. So if you're not able to follow, yes, you can put it in the comments and I'll be answering it to you. So I'm still answering Mano Shakti's question. See, whatever when you're traveling in the path of enlightenment, what powers you start manifesting through you? Wow, that whole thing is called as a siddhis, which can happen to you during the path, the traveling period. But you have to be very careful if you're manifesting them because they may distract you away from the space of enlightenment. But Shaktis, they manifest through you when you're established in that space of enlightenment. So these Shaktis are what we are getting initiated into. And this stays permanently forever in our bio memory. Once initiated, the Shakti will not go unless it is being removed. Deepak Devarajan is asking a question. Why we need a guru if we are directly praying to God? Yes. Understand? Guru is not a person or just a guide. He may play that role also. Okay, it's like this. See. So, now, what you believe about yourself, you believe clearly that you are this human body, correct? You believe you have this flesh, you have the bones, you have this face, you have this identity, everything. You associate yourself with the body. Now, when you associate yourself with the body, that means you should treat God also in that same level. With what you associate yourself, you still get to see Him only in that level. If you tell no, 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 I am this body, I may understand my logic level. I'm not this body, so even God is also not present as a body. No, when you establish yourself in the space of like I have no form. When you go to that space, that time you can tell that God is formless. But until then, when you are associating yourself with the form, you have to see God also in the form only. So that is why we have this deity practice. But now we have started worshipping the deities. So why do we need a guru? Understand? What you start living in your life is the best experience that you have had in your life. The best thing which you think is like the best experience. That is what you go on cherishing in your inner space, and just to get that experience again, you'll go on running in your whole life. If a person thinks some sensually pleasures are only the best experience, like taste, so he'll be looking forward more and more for more, like to get that same experience of taste. If a person thinks having money and buying few things and getting good name from friends is the best thing, if he thinks that is the best thing, then he'll go on running for that. When you tasted that moment of your ultimate state, that nectar, just one dip into the nectar, just that one experience, one small drop of that nectar, the ultimate bliss in your tongue, just that one small experience, you your whole life you just align to that and start running towards that. For this whole happening, how are you going to just like that experience that ultimate state? You need a person who has already experienced it. I have always shared this thing. Only a lit lamp can light another lamp. So only the person with that experience will be able to share that same thing with you. So imagine what will happen to you when you just moment you experience that bliss. Your whole life you start just aligning to that. Whole life, everything you're aligning to getting the ultimate experience of that ultimate bliss. Now, when you are aligning your whole life with that, there are some possibilities where your mind flutters and fluctuates and it jumps and catches hold of some incompletion and all. But when you see someone living in that space continuously, who's constantly there to remind you, come back again, then you know you have to reach that. So that is why you need a guru. I want to share a small story in this. It's from Mandukya Upanishad. It's a very small story. Once there was a huge tall tree with so many branches. It had so many different tasty fruits on it. There lived a small bird in the lowest most branches. One day, casually, when it looked up, we saw in the topmost branch, saw huge golden bird, which was just radiating some golden light through it. Shining it was. This small bird now felt like going towards that big bird. So it decided to fly up. So it started flying up and suddenly it saw so it went to like next level branches. Then there it saw more tasty fruits. So it started eating it. As long as it was sweet, it was enjoying happily. The moment it bit a bitter fruit, it looked up again and again started flying towards her. Then again it looked around. It saw so many more fresh sweet fruits. It went to the next level branches. Started sitting there and eating those fruits. But again when it bit a bitter fruit, it looked up and started flying towards that bird again. This kept on happening. Suddenly, just decided neither the sweet fruits nor the bitter fruits. I'm just going to travel there. Moment it decided, he just didn't bother to look at the side. Straight it flew. The closer and closer it went, it started seeing that. It started feeling that oneness with that bird. No moment it went like very close, it just understood that was just a reflection of him. And there he went on the top and sat as that same golden bird, enjoying and radiating that same space of bliss. Understand, all of us have this same story in our lives. Sweet fruits are nothing but the name, name and fame that you get, the money that you get, the cars that you buy, all the pleasures that you get. Bitter fruits are all the sufferings that you go through. Now, the suffering and the pleasure both pulling you on either sides. This whole thing that is happening, one side it is pulling you here, one side is pulling you here. Moment you decide, nothing is needed. I am going to be integrated to my group. Moment you decide that, amazingly you start traveling closer to the golden bird. You start realizing who you are. That is when the power starts manifesting through you. This cannot happen so easily with just God. Even great incarnations needed Guru in their lives. See Adi Shankaracharya. Everyone, even Ramakrishna, all of them had a Guru in their life. That is because only a Guru who is established in that space can come and hold you back, just to make sure you travel through the right path. So I think that's clear. If you have any more questions, Deepak, you can post it in the comments. I'll be able to answer it to you. Garima Gupta is asking a question. How to restore integrity constantly? It's just a decision, nothing else. Decide you will be in integrity. Decide. See, best way to live in integrity now. whatever you love the most in your life. It may be a person, it may be a thing, it may be a concept, anything. You'll be in the highest integrity with that. Just start loving it. Then see what kind of integrity starts happening in you. So you have any more questions, you can post it in the comments and get them answered. Like Garima Gupta, I decide but keep falling from it. That means you're not decided strongly. Now make a sankalpa. Okay, come to the Akashic records, ask what is exactly stopping you, complete that, complete and go and complete from Kalabherva, declare to Kalabherva, and suddenly you decide. You see in your life what happens to you when you are out of integrity. You want something in your life to happen. You have a particular desire. So you go on working for it. Whatever you do in your life, continuously, you go on working for that one particular thing. Now, if it is in that if you're broken into pieces, where should Cosmos supply energy to? You have one car, you have one hole for petrol to get filled. We can supply it there. You don't even know which is your car. You don't even know where to travel. But you go on deciding that you have to go to that place. You don't even know the road to which to take. You're not even clear with that. Then where will the fuel? Where should we fuel it? If we pour it on all the things, there is just a waste. So understand this clearly. Then decide ferociously. So first come and ask in the Akashic readings. Then you will see what happens to you. Manoshakti is making a statement. How can you be so young and so wise at the same time? That's a gift from Swamiji. Not just me, even the smallest adolescents also will be able to answer the questions to you like this. Because here it's the along with the Shakti, Swamiji is continuously initiating us into Buddhi also. So we get the intelligence. That is the main thing in Gurukul. In Gurukul, it's not academics is not our life. Education is different, academics is different. What other people learn, the physics, chemistry, math, all those things just are academics. We learn that through a pulse, we just download and we'll write answers. And we learn the real education, what we need for us, how to run our life, all these different ideas. So all because of all those cognitions now it's all getting cherished in our heads. So whenever a problem comes in my life, not just in my life, even if someone else's life, I'll be able to give solution for that. So this makes my life super cool because I have everything under me. Like I can just play with my life. So it's one of the best gifts that Swamiji has gifted us. This whole Gurukul life is like the best gift that all of us have received. Because this Gurukul life is what is adding up so much. If before coming to Gurukul, I would have not even known to speak all this. I would have not even had this clarity. But now I know to see where the problem is exactly. So this clarity is also a gift from Swamiji only. Garima Gupta is asking a question. When we fall out of integrity, do we fail Swamiji? I think before asking this question, you first have to go to Akashic reading, complete and just become powerful. Because this whole question is coming out of powerlessness. Swamiji can never be failed. You will be failing yourself. I think the best thing is you go and ask the Akashic readings. Deepak Devarajan is asking a question. What's the difference between integrity with God and integrity with Guru? See, if I had to tell you really, I had no difference. Because Guru, for me, my Guru and God are one and the same. Because Sadashiva himself has landed here, in our planet now, in the form of Swamiji. There's no difference between God and Guru. If you are in integrity, if you are in integrity with yourself, you automatically be in integrity with everything. And being in integrity with Swamiji is not at all anything different because you you just fall in love with him and the whole integrity just happens to you with him. And And one more thing is that integrity with him is not some some rules, regulations that you need to follow. No, just live in his breathing space. You will know what is being integrated to him. Garima Gupta, when is the Akashic reading scheduled for today, please? Akashic reading for today. You just register in the link, mom. When your turn comes, you will be sent. You'll be given a link. Ravi Kumar, how to please Kalavira? When you decide ferociously to stand up by your integrity for your completion and just decide ferociously never to entertain incompletions, you'll please Kalavira. Nothing else is needed. None of your past. Nothing from your past will be recorded. Though he knows the whole history of you, the present of you, and the whole future about you, everything he knows, he's a lot of time. But when you decide clearly, strongly, with will persistence, I am going to be integrated from now. This is the purpose of my life, and I am going to be in integrity with that. Then see whether Calavera is pleased or not. See what and all will be showered for you in your life. So the only way to please Calavera is you getting into completion with yourself and get into integrity. That's all. So any more questions you have, you can post in the comments and you can get them answered now. Anything like all these different kind of questions. Yesterday I got a question from a viewer who are asking about the Sri Yantra. So I thought if you ask in the group like any questions that you have, you can post it in the comments now and I'll be able to answer it to you live. Any kind of question related to the powers, different manifestations, all this post in the comments and I'll answer it to you. Yes, welcome. So you can ask me more questions like all these. Because see you all might be having so many questions in your head which you'll unnecessarily avoid it. The Queen of Akashic reading manifestation under Sadashiva guidance by a beloved Swamiji, His Holiness Paramsa Nityananda, the reincarnated Sadashiva himself of Kailash. Yes, he is the king of Akashic readings, not a queen. King. He is. Can you say about Sri Yantra? What does it represent? Its uses? It got any kind of powers? Of course, yes. So you were the person who asked me yesterday, right? Yes. See, Sri Yantra. In all of us, we have these two components: visualization and verbalization. In visualization, you go on whatever is there as a visualization. You are actually we are nothing other than visualization and verbalization put together. That's all the visualizations and all the verbalization, combination and combination of these. The visual representation, the whole representation of this visualization is what is the Sri Yantra. And the powers that it carries is amazing. So actually we used to sit in the Sri Yantra Mandala and we'll have different processes, we'll be able to manifest powers. It's actually one of the yantras that is given by Swamiji to us, like one of the alchemy products. I'll share more about this in tomorrow's session. I'll get more details and I'll get the Sri Yantra and show you also tomorrow. So I'll share it tomorrow in my live session. Mano Shakti is asking a question. Does Kalavira show any favorism? I feel he knows me. Sometimes it's like my timing matches time. I may say a word then I hear that same word on TV. Do you think that means my timing is synchronized? I don't want to make a statement like that, but all of us do have this power. Like this is called as the power of intuition. See, even now what you're sharing, if you've been initiated by Swamiji, then the power that you'll be having will be Shakti, and it'll never go. You just go on be expanding into more and more and more depth within you. Be a Shakti within you. And Kalavera showing favorism, nothing like that. He will be with the same teeth and the smile, both. He has the most ferocious form and the most compassionate smile. The best combination is him only. Both ferociousness and compassion. Whatever you associate yourself with, you'll see that. If you associate yourself with completion, you'll see his smile. If you associate yourself with incompletions, you'll see the teeth. So, my one thing to all my viewers is watch satsang every day. You'll come to know so many deep truths that you never knew about yourself, that you never knew about life. So many deep truths. With this, we'll come to the conclusion of today's session. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत् सर्वं सद्गुरुपादुकार्पणमस्तु ॐ नित्यानन्दम्. Okay, thank you all for watching my video today. I'll be coming live every day, and live Akash readings go on here every day. So you can join us, come here physically or online. Thank you, Nityanandam.